with now, you gotta get violated.
Yeah, super violated. Super.
Yo, face! Yo, your face, please! With sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines, but we'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, okay, y'all, I don't know what's been going on with Jim Jones. I don't know what's in his tea or the weed he's smoking, but he decided recently to go against two of the pettiest, I'm talking about pettiest celebrities when it comes to drama, social media, or just anything controversial in general. Now, for y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, recently Jim Jones did an interview with Justin LaBoy, and he was asked a question about Camron and 50 Cent. He was asked about what he thought about them coming together and doing an interview with each other, because for y'all that don't know as well, back in the days, it was beef between Camron and 50 Cent. It was like a full-blown thing because it was two crews that was holding down New York, and to be honest with you, now looking back, I just think it was like a pride thing. Nobody got hurt, nobody got beat up or severely injured or lost their life, but it was just one of those things where Dipset was taking over New York, they had New York, but G-Unit was on the rise and they was pretty much dominating everything when it came to New York. So the two crews fell out with each other. It was like a big thing between Camron and 50 Cent and the whole two crews, and then somehow, someway, Jim Jones and Camron, they must have got into it when we all didn't even know that they was into it, and we would see Jim Jones on stage with 50 Cent. Now, it was kind of crazy because we all knew Jim Jones and Camron for being like two of the closest, things since sliced bread. However, we would all wonder what was going on between the two when we didn't see Camron too much, and then we would see Jim Jones pop up on stage with 50 Cent. Now, that would lead Camron and Jim Jones getting into their own thing as they would get on social media and diss each other back and forth. But if y'all know anything about Camron and Jim Jones, it seems like they go through this annually, right? They make up, diss each other again, make up, diss each other. It's like an ongoing cycle. Now, fast forward to the interview he did with Justin LaBoy. LaBoy would ask him how he felt about Camron and 50 Cent coming together and what they had to say, because they definitely did speak on the beef that they once had. And Camron did mention Jim Jones getting on stage with 50 Cent.
Well, the more of the story is, like I said, Dipset at that time kind of really wasn't on the same page, but it wasn't public, external. Yeah. And I was like, maybe I could fix it before it gets out of hand. And that's where my mind frame was at. But then when niggas went on stage, I'm like,
yeah, it was a problem.
It spun out of it is a checkmate moment.
Well, Jim Jones didn't have too much kind words to say about that, because as he would respond, he would tell 50 Cent and Camron to get off his, straight like that, get off his manhood.
Be on my dick, right? Cause they got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a lot for them niggas in their life, you heard? Both of them. Pause though, get off my.
There's no other way to put it, for YouTube and their guidelines. Y'all understand what I'm saying. Now, this will also come as another surprise because, first and foremost, none of us knew that Camron and Jim had beef. None of us knew that they wasn't seeing eye to eye once again. The last we heard, they was cordial. We don't really see them together, but they did the Dipset reunion. They did shows together. They did the verses against Jadakiss and the Locks. So at least we thought it was cordial, whether, they were close friends or not. However, I guess we were wrong, because knowing Camron, he's not about to let this slide. Although he haven't responded yet, we know that Camron is definitely not going to let this slide. Now, for whatever reason, Camron haven't responded yet, but of course, 50 Cent being who he is, you know he couldn't help himself. 50 Cent done pulled up transcripts from the 6ix9ine case where people were saying that Jim Jones allegedly may have cooperated because he was caught on wiretaps pretty much ordering a hit on 6ix9ine. Now, of course, 50 Cent wasn't going to let that slide, so he would take to his Instagram to also post the audio to remind the fans and everybody once again that he ordered this hit, was caught on wiretaps, and did no time for it. Keep in mind, Jim Jones is a known blood gang member. I mean, he's been putting it out there for years, so there's no way you could say, oh, whatever. Anyway, we're going to get into all that. We're going to get into the post that 50 Cent put on his Instagram, clowning Jim Jones, calling him Individual 1 because that's what the transcripts say. Now, before we get into all that, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now, 50 would take to his Instagram and make a post using the audio that was used against Jim Jones when he was caught on wiretaps talking to a now incarcerated Mel Murder. In the caption, 50 would say, quote, Individual 1, Cam is on vacation right now, but you wait till he gets back. You're gonna get it. Oh, Den of Thieves 2 in theaters tomorrow.
That's cool, but now you gotta get violated.
Yeah, super violated. Super duper. So ain't too much he can really do unless he gonna run around with 100 armed securities all day. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get shot at pen.
He ain't getting enough money for that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And he just canceled all his shows.
And he ain't a gang member no more.
Nah, he ain't nothing.
That's what Shotty needs to make sure he do.
Nah,
tell that nigga that he's not a gang member no more. He kicked out the whip. He was never a gang member. Nigga, Shotty need to expose him. Like,
nah, pussy. Never to do. Yeah, they got a TMZ. TMZ want to talk on Monday. So Shotty like, you want me? Crippy. I think he said.
You don't need to be on no TMZ. Let Shotty be on TMZ.
I'm not gonna get on it, but he wanted me to talk to him and tell him what happened. Like, cause you know, my lap first. You feel me? So he want.
You don't say nothing. You let Shotty handle shit, bro. You don't say nothing.
So don't say nothing.
Nah, Shotty gotta handle shit. He get on TMZ. He need to talk his talk and he talk his shit. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
And he need to be very, very, very articulate about what he's saying, why he made people think that he was a gang member. He needs to let them know that he was never a gang member. He was always a money ploy for the gang members. He got to figure it out, but they're gonna have to violate Shorty because Shorty on some bull.
Now, in another post, 50 will actually repost a picture of Jim Jones. I think it was at a Rock Nation brunch that shows Fat Joe, Diddy, and Jay-Z in the background, and he will caption it saying, quote, LOL, Individual 1 calling the shots out here. I know you working, so please don't say gangsta-ish to me, Individual 1. Now, also within that same post, he will repost the transcripts from the case with 6ix9ine, where the Individual 1 is pretty much listed, and the Individual 1 is Jim Jones. Now, not to be confused, when you see Jones on the transcripts having the conversation, Jones is Mel Murder because that's his last name. So Individual 1 is Jim Jones and the Jones is Mel Murder, the person he was conversing with on the phone. Now, I don't know what's going on, so I'm gonna just give y'all my knowledge of the law. Usually when somebody is working or cooperating and you see transcripts or anything with documents, the name is redacted. The person who's cooperating, their name is redacted. You don't see it, and that could be for many reasons. Whether it's due to the individual still cooperating so their name isn't released, it could be due to keeping the individual safe so the public don't know who it is or try to retaliate or put it out in public and humiliate them. It could be a whole bunch of things, man. But the whole case as a whole, when it comes to Jim Jones and that 6ix9ine stuff, it is weird. Mel Murder, who was the person that was conversing with Jim Jones on the phone, is currently incarcerated right now and serving 11 years, and he's been hit with racketeering and narcotic charges. Jim is a well-known Bloods member and is on wiretaps giving orders as a high-ranking gang member to super violate 6ix9ine. I don't know. It's always been a weird situation, but I never really went down the rabbit hole because I guess there's no real confirmation. It just is what it is, man. As far as Jim Jones, Camron, and 50 Cent's case go, to be honest with you, I don't know why Jimmy did that. Even if he felt that way, he could have just, said something else, or he could have, clearly he feels a type of way behind the whole 50 Cent and Camron coming together, reunion, whatever you want to call it. Because if not, he wouldn't have, answered like that. At the end of the day, it really did happen. Jim Jones really went on stage while the height of Dipset versus G-Unit was at its all-time high. That really happened. He did it. He can't feel away because he did it. And it seems like every time Jim Jones actually does an interview, it's like, it reeks with bitterness. I don't know what it is. Whether he just got this thing for Camron or maybe something going on behind the scenes that we don't know. I don't know. But it seems like every time he does an interview that goes viral, it has something to do with him speaking negatively on camera. I don't know. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this, man. How do you feel about 50 Cent responding to Jim Jones? And he said Camron is on vacation. I'm pretty sure that's probably why he haven't responded. Even that, or he behind the scenes concocting something, trying to put something together. And we see this all the time. They're going to get into it, then make up, I guess, until next time. I don't know. And what's funny, before we get out of here, the crazy part about all this, when, Jim was speaking, like, the only person I was thinking about throughout that whole interview was True Life. I wonder what True Life is sitting back saying. And not being funny or nothing, but we heard about their quarrels. And if you from back in the days DVD era, then you know exactly what I'm referring to. But yeah, man, rest in peace, Stack Bundles. And yeah, y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. I'm out.